Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 9 Mile Swamp. I'm Kurt Henry. This is Cheryl Lambert, and we're going to be playing some songs. We've got a couple nice poems for you tonight. And happy Father's Day.
Yeah, and happy 19th, too.
Happy Juneteenth. That's
Juneteenth.
right. And
Well, I can't even say it right.
we also salute the mothers, because without them, there wouldn't be any fathers for Father's Day. So we're dialing up our shows onto other sites right now, so I'll play a little instrumental while we're doing that.
That sounds nice. Hi, Ruthie. Hi, Mom.
Hey, Blaze.
Same to you, Blaze. Happy Father's Day. Father's Day to you.
Thank you, darling.
Hi, Joe. We did have a nice time visiting our daughter in her new apartment with her boyfriend and her 2 kitties. Hi, Jane. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Leave us a note. We'll get back to you later.
I knew a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you. Worn out shoes, silver hair, a ragged shirt, and baggy pants. The old soft shoes, jumped so high. Then he lightly touched down. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles. I met him in a cell in New Orleans. I was down and out. He looked to me to be the eyes of age, and he spoke right out. Talked of life, talked of life. He laughed, slapped his leg instead. He said his name, Bojangles, and he danced a little across the cell. He grabbed his pants, a better stance when he jumped so high, and he clicked his heels. Let go, laugh, let go, laugh. Shook his clothes all around. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles. Dance. and county fairs throughout the South. He spoke with tears of 15 years I was dogging him. Traveled about, dog up and died, dog up and died. After 20 years it still breathes. He said I dance now at every chance in honky-tonks, the drinks and tips, but most of the time I spend behind these county bars. I drink service. He shook his head, and as he shook his head, I heard someone ask, please, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance. That, of course, was a Jerry Jeff Walker song, and I'm sure you all know it, called Mr. Bojangles, and I apologize to Jerry Jeff for those couple of bad chords. But
Oh, I didn't notice anything.
oh, you didn't, did you? Here's a song from our album, Love's Enough. It's called Walls of Fire, Hills of Ice.
Thanks for joining us.
Pull off on the shoulder, let's turn around for home. We've been on this road so long, I'm feeling all alone. Oh, it might be the road to heaven, driver, might be the road to hell. With my hands so shaky and my eyes so red, driver, I can't tell. Drive on, driver, drive me back home. Walls of fire and hills of ice can't keep me here alone. I wanna see my woman, see my little girl. If I see them one more time, I see my whole darn world. Oh, it might be the road to fortune, driver, might be the road to fame. With my hands so shaky and my eyes so red, no one will know my name. Drive on, driver, drive me back home. Walls of fire and hills of ice can't keep me here alone. Oh, sometimes I sing for money, driver, sometimes I sing for love, and sometimes I don't want to sing at all. That's when that game gets rough. Oh, I feel like some fallen angel singing into an empty night. My voice just echoes through the wilderness. My song does not sound right. Drive you did.
Internal serenity, that's what she says. This is an early birthday present from Kurt to me. Thank you, Jane, for noticing. And this too. This was a Christmas present. You get me nice things, thank you.
You are. You're nice. That's what you get. That's what you get for being so nice. Here's a song written by Ian Tyson, probably made famous by Neil Young, but it's been, you know, there's a great YouTube recording of Ian and Sylvia singing this with Judy Collins and Gordon Lightfoot and a couple of other famous people. I can't think of them right now. It's really marvelous. If you get a chance to see it, you could probably go to YouTube and type in Ian and Sylvia 4 Strong Winds and see that. It's astounding. It's beautiful. We'll try to do it justice. This is called 4 Strong Winds. 4 strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. But our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I look for you if I'm ever back this way. Yes, I'll go out to Alberta. Weather's good there in the fall. Got some friends that I can get working for. But by then it would be winter. There ain't too much for you to do. And those winter winds, they sure blow cold out there. 4 strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. But our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. If I get there before the snow flies and things are looking good, you could meet me if I sent you down the fair. But by then it would be winter. There ain't too much for you to do. And those winter winds, they sure blow cold out there. 4 strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. But our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. 4 strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. But our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I look for you if I'm ever back this way.
That's a pretty song.
It's a beautiful song.
Let's say hi to some more people. Let's say hi to Dave Kearney,
Hi, Dave.
John T. Walsh Jr. Hi, John. Judy. Hi, Judy. Hi, Girly. I hope that got Girly going. I guess we're going on to the next song.
No, you can go ahead.
Oh, I'm good.
Tinkering. Art thou man, art thou made, through the long grass a-going, the short shoot thou bearest, and no beard I see. And the last wind ere moonrise about thee is blowing, wouldst thou meet with thy maiden, or look'st thou for me? Bright shineth the moon now, I see thy gown longer, down by the hazels Joan meeteth her lad. But hard is thy palm, lass, scarcely were stronger, what's grip than thy hand kiss that maketh me glad. And now as the candles shine on us and over, full shapely thy feet are, but brown on the floor, as the barefooted mowers amidst of the clover, when the goat's note is broken and mid-June is o'er. And will I follow thee till the earth waneth away? Yes, I will follow thee. Oh, hard are my hand palms, because on the ridges I carried the reed book and smote for thy sake. And in the hot noontide I swept off the midges, as thou slepst 'neath the linden, or low to awake. And brown are my feet, because the sun burneth high up on the downside amidst of the sheep. And there in the hollow, where from the wind turneth, thou day'st in my lap, whilst I sung thee to sleep. And will I follow thee to the earth waneth away? Yes, I will follow thee. Oh, friend of the earth, come nigher and nigher, thou art sweet with the sun's kiss as meads of the May. O'er the rocks of the waste, o'er the water and fire, will I follow thee, love, till earth waneth away. That was called An Even Song of Upmeads, and it comes from probably what is the first great fantasy novel ever written, The World's End, written by William Morris, and set to music by moi, who has read almost everything William Morris has ever written. And we're going to do another one for you now. This one is called Fair Befall the Mountainside, and he wrote it before he began to write what we actually call fantasy today. He was writing a couple of Gothic tales, and before that, of course, an epic poem and a huge cycle called The Earthly Paradise. Such a prolific writer. It's prolific everything. He made wallpaper. In fact, I'm wearing William Morris wallpaper tonight, which I know it looks great, but I have to confess the glue is sort of just drying and it's a little sticky and it's peeling down by my belt.
I think you're making that part up.
And so anyway, this is a song about men going out to war and to defend their land from invaders. And the women ask them. The women know full well what they're doing, but they ask them just the same, very ritualistically, "Where are you guys going? You're all hanging out with your horses and everything. That's all cool." And the men write back, "Well, we're going out to bring in the cattle because it's been raining really hard and we've got to bring them in and take care of them." And so this conversation goes on like that. The women continue to ask them questions and they continue to ask in an offhand way, but you know that both sides know exactly what's going on. At the end of the song, when men come back from the war, some of the men aren't there, of course, but those who come back, the women meet them, and the women are dressed in battle gear. And there's sort of a ritualistic little mock skirmish between them, and then they pair off, and as in any romance or any comic romance, there at the end is full of marriages. It's a real sweet little book, and this is the song, and I'm going to sing the guy parts, and Cheryl's going to sing the women's parts, which we should have done in the last song too, but the keys never quite worked out perfectly for us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us too. We really appreciate having you with us on this Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Start singing stuff. I was trying a different kind of introduction, but
it's funny where it has to come in.
Is that better?
Now is the rain upon the day, and every water's wide. Why busk ye then to wear the way, and whither will ye ride?
I kiter on the Ayat still, the eddies lap them round. All dikes the wind-worn water fills, and waneth grass and ground.
Oh, ride ye to the river's brim, in war we'd fare to see, or winter waters will ye swim, in hauberks to the knee.
Wild is the day and dim with rain, our sheep are warded ill. The wood wolves gather for the plain, their ravening maws to fill.
Nay, what is this, and what have ye? A hunter's band to bear,
we wend our ways to deal with death and dread. The banner of our fathers' days must flap the wind o'erhead. Is won, the seed is sown. Here toileth many a maid, and ere the hay knee deep hath grown, your grooms the grass shall wade. And fair befall the mountainside, whereon the play shall be, and fair befall the summertide, that whoso lives shall see. And by the way, the melody to that poem was written by a dear friend of mine named Stephen J. Altman. For some of the folkies out there, and I use that word in a nice way, by the way. You might remember in New York, the Folklore Center, which actually was the real first place that ever hired Bob Dylan to sing, not Gertie's. And so anyway, Stephen Altman was managed the Folklore Center for a few years before Izzy Young sold it to his brother Rick. And Pete was also, Stephen J. Altman was also Pete. It was also one of my first guitar teachers and really taught me how to play folk music, how to finger pick.
He's not the one who charged you $0.25 for a lesson.
No, that was Jimmy Palmer. I'd love to find him and thank him. I mean, $0.25. He would teach me the lesson that he learned. So that's how I did it. I did it on the sly with the Stella guitar, no less.
Hi, Marilyn Barton.
Hi, Marilyn. So first I'm going to read you a poem by William Morris. This is from The Earthly Paradise. This particular book, this particular edition of it was annotated by a good friend of mine, Florence Boos, and I really thank her so much for it. It's just, she made it possible for this incredible cycle of poems to survive into the future by annotating it so that people could clearly understand it. So this is from the beginning of the book, and it's kind of an intro, wherein the poet is very modest and says, life is scary and things are hard and life is short, but I can't do it because I'm the idle singer of an empty day. Now the only thing about that doesn't make any sense to me is that William Morris was anything but idle. He made wallpapers, he made furniture. Yes, indeed. He didn't make the shirt, though, I'll tell you that. And he also wrote the longest epic poem in the English language, and probably the best, Sigurd the Volsung. And The Earthly Paradise. This particular poem cycle is 2 volumes long, and it captures the mythology of Greece and also the mythology of the North, Iceland and Scandinavia. and two groups of people meet together and exchange stories throughout the course of the book. It's really quite an amazing work. But anyway, this is William Morris talking a little bit about himself. Of heaven or hell, I have no power to sing. I cannot ease the burden of your fears, or make quick-coming death a little thing, or bring again the pleasure of past years. Nor for my words shall ye forget your tears, or hope again for aught I can say, the idle singer of an empty day. But rather, when weary of your mirth, from full hearts still unsatisfied ye sigh, and feeling kindly unto all the earth, grudge every minute as it passes by, made the more mindful that the sweet days die. Remember me a little, then, I pray, the idle singer of an empty day. The heavy trouble, the bewildering case that weighs us down who live and earn our bread, these idle verses have no power to bear. So let me sing of names remembered, because they, living not, can ne'er be dead, or long time take their memory quite away from us poor singers of an empty day. Dreamer of dreams, born out of my due time, why should I strive to set the crooked straight? Let it suffice me that my murmuring rhyme beats with light wing against the ivory gate, telling a tale not too importunate to those who in the sleepy regions stay, lulled by the singer of an empty day. Folk say a wizard to a northern king at Christmastide such wondrous things did show, that through one window men beheld the spring, and through another saw the summer glow, and through a third the fruited vines arow, while still unheard, but in its wonted way, piped the drear wind of that December day. So, with this earthly paradise it is, if ye will read aright and pardon me, who strive to build a shadowy isle of bliss midmost the beating of the steely sea, where tossed about all hearts of men must be, whose ravening monsters mighty men shall slay, not the poor singer of an empty day. Nice little piece. I love it. So I have another one now. This is for Father's Day and for my daughter Kate. And I think it's right here.
It is, yes.
And this is a poem by the incredible Richard Wilbur, and it's called "The Writer." That reminds me of my daughter. My daughter is a librarian and just an incredibly creative person, and she gets it all from her mother.
I don't know about that.
The Writer. In her room, at the prow of the house where light breaks, and the windows are tossed with linden, my daughter is writing a story. I pause in the stairwell, hearing from her shut door a commotion of typewriter keys, like a chain hauled over a gunwale. Young as she is, the stuff of her life is a great cargo, and some of it heavy. I wish her a lucky passage. But now it is she who pauses, as if to reject my thought and its easy figure. A stillness greatens, in which the whole house seems to be thinking. And then she is at it again, with a bunched clamor of strokes, and again is silent. I remember the dazed starling, which was trapped in that very room 2 years ago. How we stole in, lifted a sash, and retreated, not to affright it. And how for a helpless hour, through the crack of the door, we watched the sleek, wild, dark and iridescent creature batter against the brilliance, drop like a glove to the hard floor or the desktop, and wait then, humped and bloody, for the wits to try it again, and how our spirits rose when suddenly, sure, he lifted off from a chair back, beating a smooth course for the right window and clearing the sill of the world. It is always a matter, my darling, of life or death. As I had forgotten, I wish what I wished you before, but harder. Beautiful. Richard Wilbur. Okay, I think this means we get to play the electric guitar.
We do.
Okay.
Good guitar. And I just want to remind everybody that we did have a really nice show at the Birdsall House in Peekskill Friday night.
We did?
Yes, and we do have some live things coming up in July, so you can check our website calendar, kurthenry.com or dognoseband.com. We have some duet things coming up and some band things. So check that out, and also you can check out our CDs there as well. And if you purchase a CD, we match the price and send that money off to our local food pantry.
Yeah, let's see, why am I not getting a sound out of this?
I don't know, are you plugged in? Yes. You turned up? Yes, now you are.
It sounds so good.
And also, Joe Giglio is watching, and he said he might probably be doing another show next Sunday at 2 o'clock. So catch Joe Giglio at 2 o'clock live on Facebook from his page. It's really a nice way to spend the Sunday afternoon. There we go. It works.
Yeah, this is a song called GNP. GNP used to mean the gross national product. They don't call it that anymore. Now they call it the gross domestic product. And it's, in other words, it's a song about money. Money and wealth and riches make you happy. Or not. Mm-hmm. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Take a minute, free from the run. We're caught within the one night space. We've been through something that pays. We're caught up on a wheel, let's cut a better deal. I feel like slowing down. I feel like slowing down. It's an illusion, the product I need. They're all abstractions, those numbers I read. It's a delusion, the business must grow. And my reactions are starting to slow. We're running out of time, our tragedy unwinds. I feel like slowing down. I feel like slowing down. Life could be so easy, spending most of the time. Put them on a habit. Look to your obsession, that shiny thing you hold. There is no possession. Everything must go, yeah. It will surely go like this it goes. Sifting hours, my honey and me. Golden voices call out from the tree. We see the flowers, we're seizing the day. We're making choices to do it this way. It's freedom from the wheel with time enough to feel. Life is slowing down. I feel it slowing down. So take a minute, watch it unwind. The GMP is just a part of our minds. We're caught within it, the one database. You can feel it, controlling the pace. Invested in our chips, our vital interest slips. I feel like slowing down. I feel like slowing down. On a dying planet, must on a habit, planting poison seeds. Can we shrink production, have more leisure time, stop the cheap seduction, open up our minds? Yeah, we can open up our minds. Educate our minds. We can open up our minds. Life is yours. Thank you.
Joe Giglio says some hot picking.
Oh, thanks, Joe. Coming from you, boy, that's a compliment. Joe Giglio is a fabulous guitarist, and very kind, and a very kind one as well. But you should see his show on Sundays. It begins on 2 o'clock, at 2 o'clock, and usually runs usually over an hour. It's a great show, and it's Joe and you know, his jazz guitar and a lot of songs, you know. A lot of songs from our lives, you know, from the 60s and before, some old jazz standards, but also some more modern songs, Dylan songs and such, that he sings in a sort of modern jazzy way. And it's great. It's just great to hear him play guitar. And if you're a guitarist, you shouldn't miss it. So Joe Giglio, Joe is spelled the standard way, J-O-E, but to spell his last name, it's G-I-G-L-I-O, like gig Leo. But of course, he's Italian. I'm half Italian, and it's Giglio. It's a beautiful name. So tune in here, Joe. You won't regret it. It'll brighten your Sunday afternoons. I run it through my stereo and just pipe it through the house. It's great.
So now you have to do it next week,
Yeah,
Joe.
I got it.
Because-
Uh-oh.
Because we want you to.
Okay, this is called Whatever Happened. out ain't true. But now and then I think again, and I remember back to when your eyes together seem so new. Moments pass with a sad recollection. Distance leave, I can see your reflection. Moments pass with a sad recollection. Distance leave, I can see your reflection. So we hope you've enjoyed this. My goodness, it's been 50 minutes. I can't
Oh, my
believe it.
goodness.
Didn't that seem like it went fast?
It always
I
does.
guess things go fast when we're having a good time. So we're going to finish up with a song we oftentimes finish up with. It's one of our favorites. It's a river song, and we spend a lot of time on the river, and so it's a love song from out on the river. It's called River of Stars.
Yes.
Here we are, our river stars. We're here alone in places unknown. Baby, turn off your phone. You've got no one to talk to. Moon so new, we're out of view. If our anchor slips, we'll just have to drift. I lock on your lips. You've got no one to talk to.
I'd like to note that you're what I'm floating my dreams on. I'd like to note that you're what I'm floating my dreams on. All night, still out of sight, past Manhattan asleep, we'll drift out to sea. If the water gets deep, you can turn your phone on. Turn your phone on. There we go.
Oh, we get a motorcycle for the last
Oh.
note. Can't beat that.
Oh, well, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for leaving us a note, too. We like to read them later and respond to you,
And we'll see you next week.
and we will. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Happy Juneteenth. A nice new holiday that we have. And here comes our fancy technology to let you know that we are so grateful that you could make it. We hope to see you again. Check out our website, kurthenry.com or dognoseband.com. Dog, Knows.